Welcome to Thursday's YouTube live class. Well, it hasn't started yet, but I'm getting ready for it. Okay, while the class is based on what the student body wants at the time, last session was my first, and I asked this Thursday class what they want to learn this month. They wanted to know about the air layering. So we're going to be taking at least one of these off. And this pomegranate over here, I'm going to show them how to make sure they remove enough of the bark when they get started with air layering. So the branch without the leaves is a pomegranate, and I wanted to show them how we get the air layering started, close up. And then with the remainder, I'm going to show them how to make hardwood cuttings and softwood cuttings. And there's two examples I have here. This is a boulevard cypress that was started in September and is fairly well rooted. And then I have down below some that I want to show them what I took. You can't just take and stick it in the container and expect it to grow. So what I have here, this multicolor elm, it's from a root cutting. They also wanted to know about how to get root over rock. Well, that one's going to be tricky, but I do have examples of rocks that need to be ready when you find the suitable material. Hopefully I could shoot some footage, but I find that when I have a group of people, very difficult to do a decent video. The other day I had two in the private workshop, and that one was a near disaster because the two kept talking to each other. So now I have to do a voiceover. So anyway, there is some technical difficulties when the guy in front and the guy behind the camera is the same guy, and we have a group of people that are here, and natural tendency is for them to talk. But anyway, so this is the before shot, and then I'm not sure whether we're going to be able to do a demo type, but I think we've already seen how these work. So anyway, hopefully there will be a conclusion video what happened to all these things. Okay, so anyway, I'm just waiting for my people to come, and I'll get started in this YouTube live class for March. We do once a month, and this is the Thursday class because Thursday and Saturday the group has a distinct difference in what they wanted to learn. Okay, we just concluded our class. One of the things they wanted to learn was air layering, so I showed them how it should be prepared, and one of the highlight was to cut off the apex and see what happens. Well, not so great. Okay, so what we have here, it did root, but not much. So now I'm going to have to treat it more like a hardwood cutting and put it in a well-protected spot. So that was sort of the letdown of my air layering. One of the other things that they wanted to learn was the root over rock, which for me is one of the nightmare things to try to teach, because you just never know what you're going to get. Well, these